Why? Why? And she said, because it's a doctor's orders. I said, why? But then afterwards I thought, who's pushing my favorite sister around like that? So I'd rather be the doctor doing it, see? That's funny.
It was a thirst for power.
Pardon me?
It was a thirst for power.
I guess it was.
And to dominate
but
people.
But they thought it was a lack of interest in other things when I was trying to teach.
You used
music.
to tell me it was a life lived for others. Now you're telling me it was about power.
How old were you when you got rid of your glasses? Was it the cataract operation
Both
finally?
cataracts.
Okay.
Thank God. You can even go underwater with your eyes open. I'm not, I'm too old to get underwater and get back up again, but I can still go underwater. I mean, it is like...
I remember you telling me about the was it oyster divers or
oh, no, yeah.
in Korea, you said they all had they wear these goggles, but none of them were sealed. And they were just sort of, and they were all cloudy and, not very good. And
They told me that I was trying to wear my glasses and go down to the water, and the glasses would all fill up, and you can't see anything. So I came up with all kinds of useless weeds and things. We had a 1 week vacation at the beach in the southern part of Busan. And
was that nice Mother Superior you worked for gave you that?
actually, I saved her from a burglar on that very trip, that very time. She's a little tiny woman, and she ran out after a burglar who came and took a typewriter. We didn't have computers, typewriter and something else, and ran out through the rice paddy. And I'm afraid of my own shadow all my life still. I saw her get up, and I thought, she's gonna fall. And I didn't even know what she was running after, but I just got up, I ran after her and ran after her. And then we both were falling into the rice paddy, and the guy finally turned around, he saw two. One big, tall, skinny, one little, tiny, skinny. And I mean, I was big, tall compared to her. He dropped the stuff and ran off.
I've been to that beach. I think it's Hyundai. There's a beach right out that you
Well,
go
it's
out on the
on the
subway
western
line.
side of
Busan.
Busan.
Yes,
Yeah, Busan. Yeah.
Busan now.
Busan now.
Oh, you know, Winnie the Pooh, you boob. You gotta say Winnie the Pooh. Anyway.
Now that's my Aunt Lois.
Yeah, that's
my Aunt Lois that I know and love. She's calling me an idiot already, and
Well, we did have it.
and she's right.
And that's because she's incapable of lying.
I started to tell you about
she's right.
those divers. They were taught by the Japanese divers. And they wore these god-awful bathing suits that were all full of, purposely, lots and lots of holes, so they could dive and not be held up with a bunch of air in their food. Very, very, very modest, though. Had a big fire on the shore, came up. Then they go over to the fire, strip off naked, hang the... It was like, I don't know, I've never seen a comedy like that. Get almost dressed up like you're a fourth degree nun or something. And then go into it and then come out and take it all off to get dry, and then hold the thing up and dry. And put it back on and go back in the water. Well, they told me, I kept coming up with the wrong stuff, just a bunch of weeds. This was years ago. You need glasses. I don't know what word they use for glasses, but they were trying to tell me.
Well, Dave knows Korean now. Fill in, Dave.
Yeah, well, David knows. But they were thick.
The word is
magnifying
It's
glasses.
나는 정말 바보야 미국 사람. That always makes Koreans happy. I'm a very stupid American.
Oh, God.
나는 정말 바보야 means I am very stupid. And 미국 사람 is American. 너는 정말 바보야 means you are very stupid.
미국 song is kind of derogatory.
It is, yeah. It is meant to be derogatory.
The only time I ever remembered my Korean was when I was in the Altiplano trying to speak Spanish or any other, Quechua or another language. All I could think of was Korean. And then once when I met the Korean restaurant owners in Paris, Hal and I were walking along the road, It's very hot in the summer. Nobody, no Parisians there. It's nice in Paris in the summer because it's so hot. Nobody stays there. No Parisians. They give you all kinds of grief. Anyway, I spoke to them and they went crazy, and then they invited us to go back to the Korean restaurant with them, and they sort of put us up on this pedestal. I think you're supposed to have the band up there, and then they fed Hal all kinds of kimchi, and I thought, he says he likes it, but boy, what am I going to do with him? He's going to be sick as a dog. So he loved it. Anyway, we had some beautiful, beautiful, crazy times.